They'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. On second down, here's Carr. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go.
Here's Rivers. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Rivers on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Rivers now from the 50. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run again with Lynch. Finding some room at midfield. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And down he'll go at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now...
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Rivers. Dancing under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Matt Darr now, standing just about on his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Carr to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Out to kick is Janikowski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Rivers rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Oh, now he bowls him over. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Flush, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, ready? Check. Patriot. Patriot. Hey, rocket.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to roam now. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go back to Gordon here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Second down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Throwing Rivers. Forced out to his left. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead over the Chiefs. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Come on, let's go.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Rivers. The loop, now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. with the throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Carr gives to Marshawn. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far. Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative. First down, Rivers. Room to run inside the 40, and caught by Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it to make it 27-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Lynch running the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, 60 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, He can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our